Hey, my name's Alex Jerome. I'm interviewing Brock Watson today. Brock, thank you for joining me. Please have a seat. We'll get started right here.
All right, sounds good. I guess my biggest role model would probably be Cristiano Ronaldo.
Wow.
I'm a big soccer player, and I've always just idolized him. I've always thought he's one of the best players, if not the best in the world. Just always kind of looked up to him.
Now, can you comment on how sports, how they influence your social life? Was that a big factor for you?
Absolutely, I definitely think so. Like I said, I started, before really even preschool. I was playing soccer at 3, where you don't start grade school until about 5 or 6. So I kind of already had a friend group almost established, before I got to public school, and I think I definitely benefited from that, just having a social life outside of school as well as in school. Definitely in golf, I would say honesty. It's definitely an honest game. There's some guys out there at the beginning of the season that kind of take off a few strokes of their score and drop the ball. It's really easy to do whenever you're out there practicing. I think there's definitely some pros and cons to sport, but I've always thought that sports, a really good agent for communication and just all around. It allows you to, like I said, communicate with people better and kind of be a part of something bigger. So I definitely think sport is more beneficial than detrimental.
Definitely. Now, you mentioned that refereeing can be difficult. I hear you're a referee here at Clemson.
Yeah.
Now, can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a different point of view to view the game, and I enjoy it, but at the same time, there are a lot of times where I get pretty frustrated because a lot of times, no matter what call you make, you're always going to be the bad guy. Even if it's the perfect call, the right call, you got someone talking at you, yapping at you, saying no, like should be going the other way. And a lot of times, you're stuck in a pretty difficult situation, and you don't really know what the call is. And that's whenever you get the most nervous. But you got to pick one because it's up to you. And if you make a call, you kind of just got to stick with it. And it can be kind of nerve-wracking and frustrating at times whenever you got people, yelling at you, saying, terrible call. I mean, someone's got to do it, and I don't mind it too much. So.
Would you say your opinion of referees and officiating has changed because of your experiences?
Definitely, I definitely have a lot more, respect for them. I'm a little quieter whenever I play now. My most memorable match was, coming down, I think on the 18th hole. And I knew we had a shot at it if I could birdie the hole, but I'd only had, I think, 2 birdies that day, and it wasn't my best day.
Son of a bitch, Ball, why didn't you just go home? That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
But I knew, I could save it all on that last hole if I played it right. And it was on our home course at Mid Carolina Country Club. I hit a pretty good tee shot.
What the hell?
I needed to chip it in to win, or I had to get up and down for a tie, and then we go on to the next hole. I hit it perfect, and it hit the pin and went in. So I hit the birdie on that shot, and we ended up winning that round. So that was pretty exciting and pretty memorable.
So you said you were a Charlotte fan. You've been up to that arena a few times. Can you comment on Kemba Walker and I guess his loyalty to the city?
Yeah, Kemba, I think he's been kind of put in a tough position. He doesn't have the best, surrounding team, and Charlotte isn't the biggest basketball city, although there is a lot of great basketball that comes out of the state of North Carolina, so it's really hard for me to wrap my mind around why they haven't been contenders. But he just hasn't had much help, but at the same time, he's pretty loyal, and he's willing to stay there and, take the lead role and really kind of get the city going and bring out the fans to the arena. I mean, I think that's why they kind of go. If they didn't have him, they didn't have that star, I don't know if they'd have any sport at all. So I think they should be entitled to a little bit more just because of how much revenue they make for these schools. I mean, you got star players of football and basketball at schools like Duke. You got Zion, who is absolutely, everywhere on the media, everywhere you look, ESPN has him everywhere. And I mean, they're making money off of him. They're making money off his face on the screen, but he's not. People are interested. They see this young guy, and he has all this potential, and they want to read about it. They want to hear about it. They want to see about it. They're going to pay for that. They're going to pay for whatever you make and you put his face on it. They're going to want it, but he's not going to get any of that money. So I think it's a little messed up. I think they deserve something, but it's hard to say. And I think it kind of started with LeBron. I think he was so much about giving back to his hometown, his city, and then other players kind of saw that and they realized, hey, we're really fortunate. We're making a lot of money here. Like maybe we should be giving back too. You got guys from overseas that are literally building wells back home for their communities just so they have clean drinking water. You don't see that in too many other sports right now, and maybe it's because the contracts are a little bit bigger in the NBA right now, but I think the NBA has done a really, really good job, at least their players, of kind of giving back to their communities.